Hello students. So again I am here with the next part of my video, that is part 16. So here first we are going to discuss about few conversation reactions related with the amines. So first question is that conversion of methyl amine. So what is the formula of methyl amine? CH3NH2. Okay, CH3NH2. From methylamine we have to produce ethylamine, okay, which is having the formula C2H5NH2. From methylamine to ethylamine. Okay, so how we could convert from methyl to ethyl? So first you have to observe carefully that in methyl there is only one carbon and in ethyl there are two carbons. So that means in this process we have to increase the number of carbon. So how we could increase or how we could step up a reaction, just see here. So CH3NH2, first we will convert it into a alcohol. Okay, first we have to get a alcohol here, because then it will be easy to increase the carbon. So for this purpose, what is the method to convert the primary amine to primary alcohol? In our last class we have discussed that by the reaction of nitrous acid. Okay, if you want to convert primary amine to primary alcohol, then you have to add nitrous acid, that means a mixture of sodium nitrite and hydrochloric acid. So it will make CH2OH here. So then we are adding here an iodide. So for this purpose I am adding phosphorus pentaiodide. So it will make here CH3I. Okay, methyl iodide will be produced from here, CH3I. Next, now the step by which we could increase the number of carbon is that here you have to add cyano group, that is CN. C means cyano, means it already contains one carbon. So if you want to increase one carbon atom, so this is the step, okay, by which you could convert it. So by adding KCN in the ethanolic solution, so iodide will be replaced by cyanide, making CH3CN, methyl cyanide. Okay, after that just we want to get CH3CH2. C2H5 means CH3CH2NH2. So here we could convert this compound into CH2NH2. That means addition of hydrogen is required, okay, which we could do by the hydrogenation or by the reduction reaction. So we will add here lithium aluminium hydride. Okay, lithium aluminium hydride, it will convert it into CH3CH2NH2. Clear? So by this way we could step up a reaction. Next is the opposite, that how you could change ethylamine to methylamine. That means step down reaction to decrease the number of carbon by 1. So just remember, if we want to decrease the number of carbon, then we could use Hofmann degradation reaction. Okay, Hofmann degradation reaction. So for that purpose we have to make one CuNH2 group. So now we will see how we could make it. So first there was, now the reaction is just opposite. CH3 CH2 NH2 was initially there. Okay, now again the initial step will be same, where we are adding nitrous acid, that is HNO2. Okay, so it will be changed into an alcohol because it is a primary amine. So it will be changing into an alcohol, that is ethanol, CH3CH2OH. Next step, we are oxidizing this compound by adding K2Cr2O7 in H2SO4. Okay, K2Cr2O7 in H2SO4. So this hydrogen, it will be removed, okay, and in place of this one oxygen will be added, because this is the example of oxidation reaction. That means removal of hydrogen, addition of oxygen. So we will get from here one carboxylic acid, that is acetic acid, CH3COOH. In next step, we have to now convert this compound into CONH2 compound. So for this purpose, first you have to add here PCl3. So CH3COOH will be changed into CH3COCl, clear? CH3COCl, acetyl chloride. Now you have to add here NH3, ammonia. So one hydrogen from NH3 and one chlorine from CH3COCl, they will be removed as HCl, and this NH2 compound will be added here, making acetamide, CH3CONH2, clear? CH3CONH2. Now it is easier to convert it into methylamine by Hofmann degradation reaction, where we are adding bromine in presence of KOH. Bromine in presence of alkali KOH, it will be converted. Degradation means from the middle CO will be removed out as K2CO3. So we are getting CH3NH2 as the main product. So by this way we could step down a reaction. Okay. So for stepping up a reaction, we need the addition of cyanide, and for the stepping down of a reaction, we need the presence of acetamide or any amide. Okay, just to do this degradation type reaction. So these conversions are very important. Next, only one conversion I am showing here. The next conversion is that from CH3CHO, that is acetaldehyde. Okay, from acetaldehyde we want to change it into CH3CH2NH2. Ethylamine. We want to convert acetaldehyde into ethylamine. So how we could do this? So in acetaldehyde, first of all, we have to just see the difference. For conversions, you have to good observing power. Okay, you have to observe that what is the difference, what are the differences between the initial compound and the final compound. So what is the difference here? There is also 2 carbon, here is also 2 carbon, but there is oxygen, but here is no oxygen. In place of oxygen, there we could see a nitrogen. That means addition of nitrogen is important here. So we have to add a compound containing nitrogen. For this purpose, you have to add here hydroxylamine NH2OH. Okay, hydroxylamine you have to add here. So what will be the reaction? The mechanism I am showing in this side. Like acetaldehyde means what? CH3CH double bond oxygen, and hydroxylamine means this one, H2NOH. So from them, this H2O will be removed out, okay, and this double bond will be added with the nitrogen. So finally we are getting this compound CH3CH double bond NOH. CH3CH double bond NOH. Okay, this type of compound we are getting. Now again we want to remove this OH, that means oxygen we want to remove here. So removal of oxygen, and here also we need a hydrogen, here also we need hydrogen. So that means reduction reaction we have to do. So we could add here lithium aluminium hydride, or also you could add here hydrogen in presence of nickel. Okay, so as a result we are getting CH3CH2NH2. So that is the expected product that we want to produce here. So these all are the conversion reactions. Many conversion reactions are also there which are important for your exam. Okay, that I have given to you all in your notes. Let's go through this. Okay. So now next we are starting with aromatic amine. Okay, primary aromatic amine, that is aniline. Aniline has the formula C6H5NH2. Okay, C6H5NH2. So first we are seeing the laboratory preparation and the industrial preparation. So first in laboratory Anilines are prepared from nitrobenzene. Okay, from nitrobenzene. That means benzene with a nitro group. Okay, from here aniline are produced. Aniline is produced. So what? You could see the difference. Here there was oxygen, there is no oxygen, there is only hydrogen. That means we need reduction reaction here. So for reduction reaction, what we should do here? So nitrobenzene in laboratory, it is treated with tin. Okay, SN. Tin in presence of dilute hydrochloric acid, it is warmed. Okay. So the reagents we should use here are tin HCl. So it is a reduction reaction. So by this way there will be elimination of oxygen and addition of hydrogen. So from there we are getting the aniline. So this is laboratory preparation of aniline. Next one, industrial preparation. That means if we want to produce aniline in huge amount, okay, in industries, so we need to go through this process. So in this process, the initial compound is chlorobenzene. Okay, you have to start with chlorobenzene and then you have to react it with ammonia in presence of cupric oxide, where cupric oxide acts as a catalyst here. Okay, cupric oxide will act as a catalyst here. So reaction of chlorobenzene with ammonia, and this reaction has a specific name, that is Dow's process, DOW. So Dow's process means this process. So by this way, one chlorine will be removed out with one hydrogen from ammonia. Okay, so the main compound will be aniline, that is NH2 with the elimination of HCl. So for industrial purpose we use this type of reaction. Clear? So these are the main two preparation methods. Okay, so besides this we could prepare aniline in various way from phenol also. If we want to get aniline from phenol, there also we need to add NH3. Okay, NH3 also we need to add here. We could convert this compound, that is benzamide C6H5CONH2. If we add here Br2 in KOH, so then we could also convert it. Again it is Hofmann degradation reaction. CO will be removed out and it will be changed into NH2. And here we have to add NH3. So by this way we could convert these compounds into aniline compounds. Clear this one? Okay. So next preparations are next are different chemical reactions of aniline. So here again we could add the acetyl group, that means CH3CO group, or we could add the benzoyl group, that is C6H5CO. So just I am showing one example, that is acetylation or benzoylation. Okay, suppose we have taken this compound, that is aniline, and you have added here C6H5COCl, that is benzoyl chloride. Okay, benzoyl chloride C6H5COCl. So the same type of reaction that you have seen in case of primary amines. Okay, one hydrogen and chlorine will be removed out from here, and in place of hydrogen there will be the addition of COC6H5 group. So finally we are getting this compound. Okay, this compound, so this is known as benzanilide. Okay, benzanilide compound we are getting here. So same acetylation and benzoylation reactions are same for both of them. Already I have discussed it in the primary amines. The same mechanism will also follow here. Okay, Next is the carbylamine reaction. The carbylamine reaction I have also discussed in case of primary amine. The same type of reaction we will see here also. If you add chloroform and KOH in aniline, then it will be converted into phenyl isocyanide, that is C6H5NC, which is having a pungent smell or a pungent odor by which we can identify it. Okay, so these all are the reactions. Next one reaction, that is electrophilic addition reactions in the benzene ring. Suppose first we are taking here NH2, okay, and then we are trying to add halogens here. So we could add here bromine or chlorine, okay, bromine or chlorine you have to add here. So addition of bromine or chlorine will take place. So mainly NH2 is a ortho and para-directing group. Okay, NH2 is a ortho and para-directing group. So whenever we are creating this compound with bromine or chlorine, then bromine or chlorine will be added to 3 positions. So the final product will look like this: NH2, Br will be added into ortho positions, and at the respective para position, the same example, the same thing we can see in case of chlorine also. Okay, at these 3 places chlorine will be added. So this compound is known as 2,4,6 tribromoaniline or 2,4,6 trichloroaniline. So we will get a white colored precipitate of this compound. Okay, white precipitate of this compound we will get here. So these are the example of halogenation reaction by which we could add halogens like bromine or chlorine. Next example is nitration. This is also important. Nitration means what? Addition of NO2 plus group. Addition of NO2 plus group. So how we can add NO2 plus group in the benzene ring? So first you have to take here aniline, okay, and normally for the purpose of nitration we use what? We use concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid. But if the benzene ring which already contains our NH2, and if we add concentrated nitric acid here, then it will make oxidation of this NH2 group and it will be converted into NO2 or other thing. Okay, oxidation of NH2 could happen here if we add directly concentrated nitric acid. So direct addition of concentrated nitric acid is not possible here. So for this purpose, first we have to lock this NH2 group and then we have to add the concentrated acid. So for the locking purpose, you have to add here CH3COCl. That means acetylation reaction. Okay, acetylation reaction you have to add here. You have to do here. So this chlorine will be eliminated with the HCl and we are getting this compound acetanilide NHCOCH3. Okay, this is known as acetanilide. So now this NH2 group is locked. So now there is no chances of oxidation of NH2. So in the second step you have to add here the nitration reagents, that is concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, nitric acid and sulfuric acid. So by this way we will get the nitration products. So NHCOCH3 will be here. Now nitro compounds will add in 2 places. In one we will get at ortho position and in another one we will get NO2 at the para position. So which we will get in maximum? This compound, the para product, we will get in 90% amount and the ortho compound we will get in 10% amount. Okay, whatever. So in the last step, so finally basically we want to get this compound, we want to get aniline here. So in the last step again you have to unlock this. Okay, that means you have to do here locking, lockdown, and here unlocking. Okay, so for unlocking you have to hydrolyze, you have to do hydrolysis here, or you have to hydrolyze it in presence of NaOH or in presence of 70% H2SO4. Okay, you have to hydrolyze it by this. So by hydrolysis this compound will be again converted into NH2, and the respective two compounds we will get, this is, or this is para-nitroaniline. Okay, that we will get in maximum amount, as well as the ortho-nitroaniline also we will get from here. Clear? So these are the two things that we are getting from here. Okay, so these are all the sulfonation reaction, also the same process. You have to add concentrated sulfuric acid here, by which SO3H group will be added in respective ortho position or in respective para position. Okay, so our today's time is over. So in our next class we will see the reactions of diazo compound. Okay, the diazotization reaction, and then we will see the diazo compound. Okay, but diazo compound I'm just okay, we will see it in the next class. Okay, diazotization reaction. So I'm just finishing my class here. Okay, thank you all, have a nice day.